Welcome to Choice Art Studio. I'm Mrs. Young. Sculpture is art that is three-dimensional. Sculptors are artists that make art using paper, cardboard, wood, metal, clay, recycled materials, and found objects. This sculpture is called The Thinker, probably because he looks like he is deep in thought. This sculpture was created using bronze, a metal. This is a sculpture in Lohmeyer Sculpture Park in St. Louis. It is called The Way. Many cylinders were used. Today we will learn how to make a cylinder. This is not a sculpture. It is a painting of a cat. It is two-dimensional, meaning it is flat. Here is a sculpture of a cat. It is three-dimensional, meaning it has form. A shape is two-dimensional. It is flat. A three-dimensional shape is called a form. Is this a shape or a form? Right, it is flat, so it is a shape. Is this a shape or form? Yes, it is three-dimensional, so it is a form. It's called a sphere. Let's do one more. Is this a shape or form? Correct. It is three-dimensional, so it is a form. These are cubes. Let's make our own forms out of paper. Okay, so I have my studio practice book out and have turned to the sculpture page. Up at the top it says sculpture. I have a black piece of paper I'm going to use for my base, which is what the sculpture stands on. I can choose a base for my sculpture, and I can write my name on my work. So I'm going to take a white crayon so that you can see it in the video and write my name. You can use a pencil. It'll show up just fine. I can create a paper cylinder. I'm going to take a rectangular piece of paper and I'm going to bend it so one side of it overlaps the other. I'm not going to do it the long way because it's really hard to glue, especially if you're a first-time cylinder maker. So what I'm going to do is put some glue on the edge of the paper. I have to open my glue, see that white tip disappear. Now I know it's open. If I turn it and I see the white dot, it's closed. So I'm going to make sure it's open. And I can either put baby dots on it or make a line. Make sure if you make a line that your glue bottle touches the paper like you're drawing. I'm going to put my fingers inside the tube and my thumbs on the outside, and I'm going to press. I might move my fingers toward the outside, but I'm keeping that pressure. Counting to 20 is a good idea. There we go. If your tube opens up, you may have too much glue on it or not have held it long enough. So now I want to be able to put it on my base. So I'm going to do what's called phalange. I can phalange a cylinder to make it stand. I'm going to make little cuts about a finger's width apart. When I say a finger, I'm using my thumb. You definitely want to use your thumb, not finger, or you'll have a billion of those little cuts all around and it'll be very hard to glue down. So I make my way around, usually about 7 cuts total does the job. And then I just bend these out. See how it's making those little tabs of paper. That's where I'm going to put my glue. I put a baby dot on each of those little flanged pieces. Baby dot. Once again, if you have too much glue on it, it's going to be difficult to get it to stick and stay down. You would think more glue would be better, but it's not. So I press down with firm pressure on each flanged piece for about 20 seconds again. After 20 seconds, I should be able to pick my paper cylinder and not have it fall apart. Number 5, I can fold and cut paper to make it stand. I'm going to take the bottom of my rectangle and fold it up. I rub my finger along the crease, and then I fold that in half. I open it up, and I take my scissors and I cut a little slit along the crease on the bottom. I can make it stand. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it over, and I'm either going to put baby dots of glue or a thin line of glue on the bottom part. And I'll press and hold that. So now I'm going to press down on that until it stays in place. Number 6, I can put away my supplies. I think we're ready to open the sculpture studio.